Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode of COVID-19 or the Chinese coronavirus, Wuhan flu, CCP virus. The names are endless at this point. Anyways, in this episode, I'm going to talk about the worldwide statistics. I'm going to go over the numbers and I'll get to the US numbers real quick. And I'll kind of give you my thoughts and idea of what I'm seeing as far as the numbers. It is the end of summer and the beginning of fall. So my concern is that transition from summer into winter, where the UV rays of the sun is less and it may not completely kill the virus out in the open and thus causing more infections. So that's my main concern in combination with flu season. So people are going to get sick from the flu and also from COVID-19, and just not going to be a good winter this year. So let's just go over the numbers here. Worldwide, this is worldwide. I'm on COVID.bio, so worldwide right here, almost 25 million, 25 million. So that's worldwide. Now the world has, I don't know, 3.2 billion. I believe 3.2. No, more than that. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot. It's in the billions, and so we have a long way to go before we reach any kind of herd herdish immunity. So, anyways, total deaths of 840,000, over 840,000 total death worldwide. All right, and I think this is just the first wave. All right, just the first wave. You can see here on the linear scale, linear graph, on the logarithmic graph. I guess you could say it's flattening. But in reality, when you look at this log graph, you're not going to see, it's all about scaling. So we don't know how bad or good it is until this whole thing, this whole pandemic ends. And then we're able to see the complete logarithmic graph. And then I think we'll get a better idea, a better picture, because it's all about scale, right? All about scale. So, anyway, so let's go down here, and you can see this is like the shutdown period here, April to June. Everyone shut down, mostly in North America. And then we had the spike during the summer, mainly contributed by the US, but it still rose and kept going. And now you're seeing a little flattening, and maybe it looks like it's topping. I think that's just a lull in the infections from that transition from summer to winter, when the axis of the Earth will rotate. And I already know that fall is upon us. Some of the vegetation around here are already turning brown. The leaves are turning brown. The leaves are falling. So there's certain plants here that just around the end, towards the end of midsummer to the end of summer, their leaves start falling. So I know fall is about to begin. Grass is not as green. So fall is about to begin. And I think what you're going to see is something like this pattern here, where you see the spike and then you'll have a lull, and then you're going to see a gradual increase again. So I think that's what you're seeing here. You'll see a rise, and then it'll level out here, which makes it look like, hey, things are getting better. And I think that's just a transition from the southern hemisphere getting the infection rates of the southern hemisphere going slightly down, and then the northern hemisphere slightly increasing, so that there's that transition, that lull. And I think you'll have a month, maybe a month or two of lull, or a few spikes where it tops out, and then you'll start to see like this. You'll see another increase just like this. It's like a scale within a scale. It's a virus. It's a fractal, and almost. And in some cases, viruses act very predictably as far as mathematically. And I think you'll see something like this where it just looks like it's leveling off, and then you'll start to see the increase into the winter. That's my opinion. That's what I think will happen. So I'm being prepared. Another note, India. India had its largest confirmed case, 78,000 today. I think that is the most for any given country in one day, confirmed cases. So there you go. All right, let's go to the United States real quick, because that's where I am and that's my concern. That's my concern. So almost very close to 6 million, 47,000 new cases today or yesterday. Under 1,000, 961 deaths today, but total of 182,000 death so far counted. And you can see you're seeing kind of like a peak here, and then it has come down, but I'm noticing it's starting to level. And so that's why I also think we're in a lull period, transition from summer into fall and into winter. And as the Earth axis tilts to the other way, we're going to get less UV light from the sun, less UV rays from the sun, and basically the coronavirus will be able to survive longer outside of the human body or infected body, and you'll get cross-contamination, potential cross-contamination. And I think you'll get increased number of cases. And mostly from the young, young being anywhere from 18 to 50 years. That's the age group. More towards the 30 to 48 years age group will probably be the most infected, but they probably won't die. So far, the statistics show if you're 70 or older, you have the highest chance of fatality. So Texas has moved into second place. California just going into first place, almost probably will reach a million cases by the end of the year, most likely. They're just moving right along. But Texas right here has 7,000 confirmed cases. That's a lot. Maybe Texas, I don't know. Very populous states: California, Texas, Florida. Everyone left New York, so they're kind of going back down. New York and New York City, Manhattan Island, that area. Man, that area is just abandoned for the most part. So there's your numbers here. And let's go into IMHE, and they are predicting 300,000 by December 1st. That could be still possible, especially if there's an increase in infection and increase in fatalities, and the deaths going up. I want to share with you this data right here. Yeah, this data right here. So here is the fatalities that I was talking about. This is for Texas. It may be different somewhere else, but this is what I'm noticing. Fatalities start to increase once you hit over 50 and then level off. And then once you hit over 80, it just exponentially increases. So I think the fatalities are older generation. But the demographics of infections, all right, by age group, still remains within this area here, 20 to 59, which happens to be the working age group. And then Hispanics are the most here if you look at race and confirmed cases. So anyways, if you're young and you're working, you're most likely to contract COVID-19. If you're older than 50, you'll most likely die from COVID-19. Anyway, please like, share, comment. Until next time, everyone, bye-bye. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.